Namaste. This video is about the fact that happiness is literally an exercise. It is a mental exercise. It is not dependent on money. It is not dependent on love. It is not dependent on the size of your house. It is not dependent on how beautiful your wife is or how rich your husband is. Happiness depends on how much you can be positive in a day and defeat negative thinking. It is an energy war. When you are happy, you are using plus energy and you are uplifting your soul energy. When you are normally running through life, you are being pulled down by the magnetism of earth and your soul energy is lowering. And however much you might run and however much you might earn money, your happiness level will not rise beyond a certain point until your gravity level rises, until you rise at a higher frequency on earth, for which you will need meditation, restfulness, good relationships, controlled emotions, focus on balancing than extravagance, focusing on inner peace over sexual satisfaction, focusing on good food over alcohol, focusing on be feeling loved than feeling pampered. So, show off the packet is not more important than what is inside the packet. Your body is not more important than your soul. And it is your soul which feels. Your soul has to feel love. Your soul has to feel loved. Your soul has to feel fulfilled. Your soul has to feel at peace given the circumstances. And for all that, you need emotional management and soul empowerment. You need therapies like talk therapies also help you vent out. You need inner child healing, which helps you feel empowered from within, feel relaxed from within. You need naturopathy treatments to help your body relax. You need treatments like acupressure or acupuncture so that your muscles are activated wherever it is required. You need a variety of exercises. You need past life therapy if your life is stuck in some areas of life and you need to get out of those problems. You need soul healing. If simply past life therapy does not work, you need soul healing past life therapy so that your soul is cleansed at an aura level, at an energy level, at a chakra level. At the past life level, it is re-scripted and you make the choices which make you feel peaceful and repay your karma in the present life. So soul healing past life therapy helps you actually repay your karma in the present life. And if it is important for you to be happy and your karma is the reason why you cannot be happy, you have to do soul healing past life therapy to be happy, irrespective of how much money you have, whether you have a good house or not, whether you have a big car or not, whether you have a television or not, irrespective of the material things you have, you need to focus on feeling happy. And feeling happy is just a muscle which has to be exercised on focusing on everything positive around you. If you find nothing positive, that means you're focusing on everything negative around you, and you have to change that muscle which is like this in your mind to this. So you literally have to do an energy change, which I do in past life therapy sessions. I help the clients change their inner circuitry to positive at an energy level. You have to make this change to be positive, and then once we activate it, then over time, like in 6 months after the session or in 2 years after the session, your life is much better. And you have to maintain those higher levels. Then you can take more therapy and then you maintain more higher levels. So it's an ongoing process of evolution, creation, and being creative is more important than not being creative. Right now, today I saw a video which said that there is so much cutting of trees because people want paper still. They are traditional, they want paper, they want tissues. And tissues means freshly planted trees are cut to make soft tissues. And it's said that even 100 years the humanity will not be able to survive if there is so much cutting of trees. which means that there is so much negativity releasing from the cutting of trees that a war can happen anytime and destroy Earth. A nuclear war can destroy humanity. Earth will of course survive, but a nuclear war can destroy humanity. And you have to take care of feelings, even of plants, even of trees, so that you let them live. You let the trees live so that they let you live. So everything is energy, everything is karma. And it is not the time. People tell me how many days, how many therapy can take 1 day and 500 years of work can be completed. It is not the time, it is the quality of work which is put in, which is like total focused work. It is like flying a helicopter. You can reach from here to America in 5 hours. Similarly, in therapy, you can delete problems of several lifetimes and come to a solution in one session. So you have to invest accordingly, pay accordingly. Then you say that, no, we want to take 10 sessions of 1 hour each. It's not going to work when you require 1 day, 10 hours each. It's one after another lifetime. That is how you heal. You cannot do one lifetime. If you do one lifetime in a day and you come, even for that you require 2 to 3 hours. And in 5 hours you can do 10 lifetimes. So it's not the number of hours, it's the quality of work which matters. And you have to understand this, that it is not the drill, the daily drill, going to school, spending 6 hours at school, working for 1 hour in that 6 hours, and then coming back and sleeping that I'm too tired. That is not the way to work. Work is 4 hours a week, 4 days a week, 16 hours in all. You will multiply your production by 10 times. Work is quality work. That is how you should work. You should decide your priority. I want this, I don't want this. I don't like this. And even if people pressurize you, you cannot pursue what you don't want, because it will harm your health. It will harm your work. So if you are overweight, you cannot say that I want to be underweight and yet work at the same pace, at the same amount, because if you are overweight and you become underweight, your brain will not work so much. Your brain will reduce working. It will stop working. All the energy will go in reducing your weight. And why should you be underweight? Why should you be a rat or a mouse when you can be an elephant? So, perspectives matter. So happiness can be in any situation. You don't have to fit the bill. You don't have to fit any box. Happiness is simply perception that can this situation be perceived as happy. And it is also long-term security, long-term balance, that the grass should always be there in your garden. It should not be that it becomes dry, there are only flowers and there's mud and it dries up. So it cannot be that it's all high. You have to maintain happiness by regular exercise, regular breathing work, and regular detachment, mindfulness exercises, so that you are at zero frequency, and then the happiness can be maintained. So being positive and being mindful are again opposite feelings, and it is very difficult to be detached and practice mindfulness when you are practicing positive thinking all the time. But even then, it is absolutely necessary to let the waves fall and rest before they rise again, because too much rising also causes destruction. So you have to understand that you can't afford to be so high that you create a flood of the energies. You have to fall, then rise, fall, then rise. So it is never good work all the time. There are periods when there is a lull, there are always periods when you are resting, when there is no work, and then there are periods when work comes. If you are in a business, and if you are working on a job, you have to rest a lot, then take on projects all the time. Because if you take on projects all the time, you will realize that your death comes early and you cannot finish anything that you started. Then you have to work at the spirit level and help the alive people finish their work from the spirit level. Advanced souls can do that. I can help in that. But normal souls would be reborn and restart the process, and they have to slow down to get results. Meditation is just about slowing down the brain and focusing on quality breath. over running all the time and being in stress all the time. So happiness is an exercise. It is not automatic. To be happy in the future, you have to exercise happiness in the present. Focus on positive things. Keep thanking God again and again. Keep using positive affirmations. Keep using positive switch codes. There are on Google, there are several ways to be positive. Practice all the ways. Do gardening, do cooking, practice your hobbies. At least 50% of your life should go on happiness. 50% can go on success, earning money, but at least 50 to 51% has to go on feeling happy. Because 30% of your life will always be negative in success and in happiness. So try to aim at 50, you'll get 30. You'll get 40. So aim at 50%. So at least you get 40% time invested on happiness, and you get 30% time invested on success. So whatever work you do, it leads to your happiness. If you have 40% time invested on success and 30% on happiness, your success will rise, but happiness will not rise. So try to increase your happiness so that success gives you satisfaction. It's a completely new way of thinking, but at some point it has to be applied. It has been written since the last 16,000 years. It has to be applied also. It is written in the Vedas, it is written in philosophy. It's the same thing written in different words again and again, again and again, by the same souls being born again and again, again and again. So I would like to say that people who say that Indian saints are not worshipped, you have to understand that the same saints were reborn as Western philosophers, and there they got acknowledgement because society was different. So, and here they got worship. They got acknowledgement, but they were criticized. They were subject to a lot of political control. Here they were worshipped. So it's a soul choice of working in different ways, but country or class or region is not the reason why you are not worshipped or respected. It is your inability to focus on positivity which is the reason why problems keep coming in your life, because earth keeps pulling you down. You are in a planet where it's a dragon train all the time, emotional dragon train, and it keeps pulling you down. So the essence is to repay karma and be positive. And for that, it's a lot of exercise. Like these days, people say be fit and do physical exercise all the time. It's everywhere. Similarly, there are a lot of exercises opening up to be happy. So now people say be wealthy, be wealthy. It's a different term to be happy. So over time, it will move from wealth to happiness. It's going to move because earth is receiving a lot of wealth these days. So people will very soon realize that wealth is not working. It's not enough, and you need joy, optimism, happiness, meaningfulness in life. And for that, you need exercises, you need affirmations for meaningfulness. Thank God I'm feeling fulfilled. Thank God I'm feeling content. Thank God I'm feeling loved. Thank God I'm feeling healthy. So you need affirmations for being happy, not just wealthy. It's not just about numbers, it's about vibrations. Keep exercising the happiness muscle and stay happy. Thank you.